What's going on, everybody? Richie here with Hybrid Athletics. Today I'm going to be going over my daily stretching routine that I use that helped me to overcome my FAI, hip impingement. Try it out, see how it works for you, see how it unlocks some of these tight muscles, and if it gives you some sort of relief or increase in your performance. Let me know how it goes too. As many of you know, as athletes, most of our explosive power comes from the hips, so it's very important that we correct these muscular imbalances that we might have if we want to be the best athletes we can be. All right, so try it out. Let me know how it works for you. All right, enjoy.
Tight glutes, huge contributor to femoral acetabular impingement. When all the muscles surrounding the hip are tight, they're causing us to shift and work with muscular imbalances that pull the hip out of place. So we gotta loosen up the glutes. I bring the leg forward, stretch, then I bring the foot forward, get a little bit deeper. You'll feel it all in the high hip right here. After that, I'm gonna go to a third stretch. So I hit it with this trifecta of stretches to really loosen up the glutes. I'm only holding them for about 10 seconds a piece here. I would suggest, for those of you who are suffering from this in the beginning, do 30 seconds, do 60 seconds, 90 seconds, 120 seconds. Honestly, the more the better. Do 5 minutes if you can. You gotta really focus on getting all that upper hip area loosened up. Speaking of which, we go straight to the hip flexors. So this stretch that I'm showing you is hitting the right leg and the psoas all the way up to the lower abdomen. If you want to get a deeper stretch, go ahead and reach your right hand over the top of your head. You'll feel it stretching. Now I'm going to show you the left from a different angle just so you can see what's going on here. So here I'm stretching the left leg, the back leg, reaching over the top to really get that hard to stretch region in the upper hip area in the front. Now I like to backdoor that with the classic couch stretch, or in this case a tree stretch. A wall will do fine, a couch, an ottoman, a chair, anything you can get your leg up. Focus on getting that back pressed against there straight. If you can't go all the way back, it's fine. Just make sure that the spine is staying neutral during this stretch, so you target the quad, psoas, and hip flexor. Now we're going to get the hamstring. Another thing in this stretch to be mindful of is that your lower back isn't rounding over. You really want to focus on trying to keep that neutral spine. In the beginning, it might help to have your knee slightly bent. You'll feel it targeting the hamstring on the back, then towards the inner thigh as well, and even up into the glute. Then we'll get more of the inner thighs and try to restore some internal rotation of the hip with the frog stretch. You see how I start off in front and then work my way back. Man, this is one of those painful stretches, but it's crucial. You'll hit the inner thigh adductors, restore the internal rotation, allow you to do things like get into a deep squat, correct a lot of imbalances if you have a lateral shift in your squat or deadlift as well. And you see how I go forward to get out of it. Make sure you come out of that one slowly. Then we're going back to hit the inner thigh adductors again. All the upper hip muscles, anything that connects around the hip you want to hit. Man, compared to where I started, that is actually looking really deep now that I'm looking at it now. I was nowhere near that when I started. But yeah, tight thigh adductors, huge contributor to pulling the hip out of place. We definitely got to get that loosened up, and we use this. Hang out there for a little bit. It helps to kind of go back and forth sometimes. Crawl out like that to do it safely. And we don't tear anything. Then I like to really just get the classic hamstring stretch to kind of finish it off, really emphasizing on hamstrings, inner thigh adductors. If this is too much for you to do, I would suggest you could do what I'm about to do right here and get you a nice strong band. Wrap it around your underarms. You're going to step inside of it. Then you're just going to put it out with your feet. I would suggest you find yourself a wall and put your back flat against the wall. You have your feet in dorsiflexion. Hang out there for 5 minutes if you want. This was a very valuable tool in helping me really loosen up the hamstrings. Then while we're at it, let's just hit the rest of the lower body. Here we're getting the front of the shin, tibialis anterior. Couldn't think of it for a second. Loosen all that up. This is going to do wonders for your knee pain and your ankle mobility as well. And then we'll finish it off with the calf. Get yourself a wall, something to step on, and you see I'm flexing the quad right there. It's a highly overlooked part of stretching the calf. People don't realize. You gotta flex the quad, and you'll see every time I flex it and I let go a little bit deeper. This is gonna do wonders for your ankle mobility too. It's gonna help clear up some knee pain, and it's just gonna make everything run smoother.
Alright guys, so there it is. That's the routine that I use. I used to use it every single day. Now I'm in more of a maintenance phase instead of trying to really cure it. Since I'm kind of over it, it's more of a maintenance thing for me. But go ahead, do that every single day. Honestly, it's the most important part of your workout. If you have femoral acetabular impingement, hip impingement, it's the most important part. If I had to choose between that or using weights, I would say do that, because when you're working out with an imbalance, what happens is we tend to further the imbalances instead of correcting them. It seems like it's going to be a disaster to you. You're like, no, I don't want to take time off from the gym. Do it. It's going to be an investment in yourself in the long run. You'll appreciate it in the end. I know I did. Try it out. Let me know how it works for you. All right, guys, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead, leave me a like. Don't forget to subscribe because I got plenty more content on the way. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the box below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Take it easy. Talk to you next time.